Hello, this is my rant of September 21st. This segment of the Vocal Society presenting the questionnaire is brought to you by frustration. Today's rant is about those little square boxes on most any form that we are asked to fill out for any and everything. Primarily, job, college, voter's registration, doctor's office, blood donor, application to purchase a firearm, and perhaps a host of other forms I can't bring to mind. Plus the one form that is at the top of the list, our census form. Those little square boxes that are still on all those forms, unnecessarily still on those forms. Those little square boxes that will always divide our nation and also divide our world. I have to throw in the world because we are now, more than at any time in recorded history, aware of all that happens on a global scale. If not our grandfathers, then at least our great-grandfathers were unaware of most anything that happened outside their sphere of awareness, an awareness that seldom went further than the land they tilled or the village they called home. Those little square boxes that loom so large on the landscape of equality. Those little square boxes. I believe it needs to be a little box. The problem is that there are always too many little square boxes to check yes or no to. If there is more than a little box, it just makes the problem bigger. It also makes the problem more of that global impact aspect than simply a national problem. Try to imagine the social impact if there was just a box. Why, there would be no way to know what country your grandparents came from. There would be no predisposition toward an applicant. No predisposition toward a college applicant. No predisposition toward any segment of society. It'd be a done deal. The still lingering specter of racial division would soon quietly disappear into the great shadow of who cares? As in, who cares if you are a black person? Who cares if you are a yellow person? Who cares if you are Latino? Who cares if you're white? Who cares if you are anything other than the only box that should matter? Especially, who would care if you are other? I mean, seriously, who would care? At that stage, there would be no national outcry because of the difference in the heritage of the peoples involved in an incident. Any and all interactions between any and all peoples would be just that. An incident. That is just that. An incident. No bias, no prejudice. It would be a Joe Friday kind of thing. Just the facts. The other side of this rant is what I perceive as the eventual repercussions from getting rid of all the extra boxes. Nobody would receive any special treatment. Nobody. There would be no reason for any group of peoples to have a special voice because no one would be special. The leaders of any group would not have a group to lead. Sort of puts the leaders of special peoples out of business. If there is no group of special peoples, there would be no way to differentiate any group of peoples simply because there would be no special group of any peoples based on race, color, creed, or national origin. My proposal is to have only one box on any form we Americans fill out for any reason. This box would be preceded by one simple and direct question. Are you a citizen of the United States of America? Please check yes or no. Who should care about any other question or any other answer? I am sure there are leaders in the same position as the two I'm going to ask my question of the day. These are just the two I am directing my question to. If you can think of any others, please make your comments on my site. Okay, time for the questionnaire to do his thing. Once again, I believe my question to be simple and direct. An honest question, deserving a simple, direct, and honest answer. Hey Al, knowing that if we got rid of all the extra boxes and only had the one box to answer, you would then have no special peoples to be the leader of. Would you be in favor of getting rid of this last vestige of social separation? Just a simple answer, Al. Yes or no? Keeping in mind that there would be no need for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. We would not know who it was if we only had one box. Then perhaps you could represent common people. Perhaps you could represent regular people. Now, I doubt the common or regular peoples would want you, though. Okay, time to ask the District 3 of the state of Florida representative my simple, direct, and honest question. Hey, Corinne, knowing that if we got rid of all the extra boxes and only had the one box to answer, you would then have no special peoples to represent. Would you be in favor of getting rid of this last vestige of social separation? Keeping in mind that your Corinne mandering makes gerrymandering look passive. Just asking. Remember, this has been another segment of a Facebook site called The Vocal Society, featuring the questionnaire. It is brought to you by frustration.